So not all of you were able to like get the answer for Q1 also. So let me just explain you. We are given int x equal to 5. Okay, now if condition first is fine, everyone got like hello, and then if condition, if x equal to 5, then printf hi. So the answer will be hello hi. And the else is let me just, so let's say we want to write a program to like see if a number is even or odd. So let's say int a equal to 5. I'm not taking the user input, but just explain the concept. So when we write if a modulo 2 equal to 1, printf odd, else printf even. So when we do this, it essentially means if this is true, the condition a modulo 2 equal to 1, then print odd. And if this is false, only then go to else. So like the English, I mean the meaning of English word else also means this also, right? So only if this condition is false, then only it will go inside this else. Is that fine? So just a program to check if the number is even or odd. Now it does not matter if I write if a modulo 2 equal to 1, else if a modulo 2 equal to 0. So what will be the output of this program?
Odd.
Cool. Everyone fine with that? Okay. So everyone is comfortable with, I mean, how this is odd. Now if I change this to let's say 1, what will be the output now?
So now I think it'll be odd because if the if condition is true, why will it go to else?
Yeah, I don't remember who was that, but here we were going to
Yeah,
else,
it
right?
was me only.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so that's right. We will go inside else only if the above condition fails. Okay, so I think Q1 is clear now. So what will be the answer of Q2 now? Okay, so, just a second. So Muskan, the answer for that uh, this thing will be odd because we are checking this condition inside this if, so we print odd. That's right. But we will go to other condition only if this is false. So I mean this is the meaning of else. If I remove this else, uh, if I remove this else here, then the answer will be odd even. But the word else says that come to this statement only if the condition here is false. Fine, Muskan?
So sir, else if and else both are like same.
Uh, Not exactly. It's covered in Q3, I guess. Yeah. First, like, tell me the output of Q2 now. So someone said inside F15. Okay. Okay. I mean, the thing is, anyone thinking that we will print this also, either speak, chat, or write in the document, whatever you feel comfortable with. Yeah. So the output will be inside if 15 because this is true. We will not even check this. So we will never go into this thing. Okay. Cool. Now, what about Q3? the output of Q3? Hello, okay, hello. So the correct answer is hello only. Any doubts in that? Okay, so I assume no one has any doubts, so we can move ahead. So what we just studied, like if, else if, these are known as like conditional. So when I like took T hours, many of you were saying that we have studied if and for loops. So there's a difference between loop and conditional. It's like when we put a condition on something, right? In the like the if conditions here, these are known as conditional statements, right? These are not called loops. Just to clear. Okay. Uh, so anyone who all are comfortable with while loop? Just like let's say I say okay. So all of you write a program to print numbers from 1 to n in using while loop in the document. Under your number only. Uh, so I said that under the doc in the document under your number, write a program to print numbers from 1 to n using while loops. Rohan, where is the document? Let me share the link again. Did you, Muskan and Rohan, did you join a little bit late? I like personally message everyone actually. Let me message you also.
What you mean by your number? I could not get it.
What can you please repeat again?
I didn't know what is my number.
What is?
My number in the document.
What is your name?
My name is Meghana. Meghana Sairamaniki.
I think I messaged you as far as remember. Yeah, I messaged you personally.
Okay, let me see. I did not get your message today.
Let me send it again. Did you get it now?
Now I can get it.
Whoever finishes the program, just write done at the end so that I can like check that program. Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm not able to edit it in mobile. Should I use laptop for it?
Yeah, I mean, I would suggest you to use laptop.
Oh, actually, I log in from my mobile. Okay, I'll try to log in from my laptop.
Okay. Yeah, Muskan, just print numbers from 1 to n using while loops. If anyone is done with that, just like after a couple of lines, write the same program using for loops. Yeah, Rohan, I mean, no need. Okay. Oh, okay. Anyone with number 2, please message me because I think I gave someone number 2. Or maybe they left, so it's fine. No need to write your name on the doc if you don't want to. And when I say for loop, I mean in as condensed form as you can write. Whoever is number 10, can you just write the program using for loops also? And if you don't know for loops, just write that also.
So I can do that for loop, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I think all of you are done now, or just, I mean, minor things like taking the input. So a couple of things to like you can change. So the first is, let me just write them here. My VS Code is visible, right?
Bhaiya, you're saying about 8?
What?
Your I lost the connection 2 seconds back. Can you repeat what you were saying?
I just said like you can see my VS Code, right?
Yes.
So like all of you are done, I guess, as far as I can
Hello, am
see.
I audible?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes. Yes, you are audible.
Yeah. For today, can I do it in the chat? Actually, I could not edit in the document.
Sorry. You can do that in chat also.
Okay.
So for those who have done, it's the first thing. Don't use void main. Never use void main actually, unless specifically asked or sir is telling you to do so. Always. So don't use void main. Rather always use so int main do something and at the end return 0. So some of you have used int main, that's perfect. And for those who have used void main, it might give error sometimes. So I would suggest you not to use that. It is one thing. For the while loop, I think all of you wrote correct program. For the for loop also all of you wrote the correct program. But one of the things you can change in for loop. So some of you did something like int I equal to 1, int n equal to, I'm just like hard coding the value you will take and as an input from user for I less than equal to n and what you did I plus plus and printf percentage is. So one of you did this, right? What essentially for loop does is let me write the while loop. So when you write while loop, you put a condition here, you do something, you update values. So in your case, like I plus plus or small n plus plus. So someone use small n plus plus. That's why I'm saying that. And above the while, you have some initialization. Initialization. So like I equal to 1, taking input n. When you convert this while loop in for loop, what you do is for initialization semicolon condition semicolon update values. Just write do do something. So when you convert this program to for loop, what you can do is remove this int I equal to 1 or 0 or like similar thing, and you can directly put it here. Is that fine?
Sir, but that will also work. That if we
Yeah,
initialize it out.
yeah, that will definitely work. I mean that's will work, but essentially, if you are using for loop, it's worth using its full power, right?
And sir, I when I did some problem yesterday, so I saw that if we define int I is equal to 0 in the for loop,
Mhm.
then if we use I outside the for loop, then it does not define I.
Yeah,
Means the
that's
error
true.
comes.
So I will only be defined inside the for loop also. Inside the for loop only if you like define it like this. So unless you want to use I outside the for loop, you will have to define it outside like here only. But if you are don't if you are not using I outside for loop, you can do this.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now one more thing which I just a second. I think someone printed the sum anyway. Let's say I have this variable n. Now I want to do in no n equal to n plus 5. So this is one way of writing this. If you want to write it in short form, this is also true. So both of these statements mean essentially the same thing. And similarly, this is true for multiply and all other signs. So n is equal to n into 5 is same as n into equal to 5. So when you are doing sum equal to sum plus I, someone did, you can essentially do sum plus equal to I. Cool. And let's say you want to do something like n equal to n plus 1. One of the short form is n plus equal to 1, and otherwise you can use n plus plus or plus plus n. This n plus plus or plus plus n like only works if you are adding 1, and if you are subtracting 1, so n minus equal to 1, you can write n minus minus or minus minus n. Any doubts? Okay, no doubt. So let's say, let me comment all this. What if I create another variable j equal to 0, j plus plus, and in the end printf j? What will be the value of j here? No, Muskan. Before the loop starts, no. Essentially, it will not matter in this case if you use plus plus n or n plus plus plus.
So I think
I
it needs j equals to 0.
okay. J equal to 0, we have one answer. Just let me write that. 0. Any other answers? Just say message on the chat or write in the doc. Whatever you feel comfortable with. Tell any number, like any guesswork, or just roll the dice and tell some random number.
Sir, if we use I plus plus or plus plus I in the for loop, then does it matter?
In this case it won't matter. If you are anything you write here, it won't matter if you do I plus plus or plus plus I. I will like tell you this thing also, like what exactly is the difference in the end. The difference is important, but understanding the basics is much more important than that. That's why I'm not coming to that now.
So
Will the
also, did you put a comma by mistake, or was it intentional in the J plus plus part in
okay?
the
Let's say I put, so if I am doing something like in j equal to 0, in k equal to 1, in the short form I can write it like in j equal to 0, comma k equal to 1. And similarly, if I have like two things, uh, j plus and k plus plus, I can write it like j plus plus, comma k plus plus. So comma just evaluates, runs all
Okay.
the parts. So this is not by mistake. Will the value of j be retained because we didn't declare it in the for loop? Okay, so what I was saying is when you declare inside a for loop, so we declared I in the for loop, its value will be there only inside for loop. So if I write printf %d I, so this statement here will give an error because I is defined only inside the for loop. You cannot access it, and we can see a red line here also. But in the case of j, we declared j outside, so we can access its value. Okay, let me. So let's say I put a here, while k is less than 5, k plus plus, printf. What will be the output of this statement? The value of the k. And do one thing, like all of you who wrote the code, please now you can read that. The document is like too big to read. The program were correct for all of you. Just don't use void main. Okay, one answer we have 5. Any other answers?
Sir, I'm getting confused. Like, is it inside the loop because you didn't put those curly brackets?
Oh, okay. So the thing is, when we have only one statement,
Okay, yeah,
this
then it's
value will
outside. We don't have to put the curly brackets,
yeah,
right?
yeah. In this case, also this printf is inside the for loop. Okay, everyone is getting 5. Now, what if I do it less than and equal to 5?
Sir, in the previous case, it should have been 4 because you didn't include
Okay.
5.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So, just wait a second, Rohan and Megha. So, let's see. Uh, let's do one thing. Give me a second. So, what the program, like my handwriting would be not very good, so you know that. Just try to get the idea. So, int k equal to 0 while k less than 5, and here we are doing k plus plus and print percentage d and k. So this is the program, and the question is why the value of the k will be 5. So it's clear that we will go till k equal to 4. Okay, so we will, I mean, we will start with k equal to 0. We will go to 1, 2, 3, 4. When we will go to 4, we will check this condition here. The condition will be true, right?
Yes, sir.
So since the condition will be true, we will go here. So the value of the k will be changed to 5. Now after it, we will again check this. Now the condition will be false. We will like go outside this whole while loop and we will jump to this print statement. And as you can see, the latest value of k we got is 5. So because the we are stopping when the value of the k is 5. If the value of k is 4, we will still go inside the while loop and increment it until it becomes 5. Please let me know if it's not clear. Is it fine? Why the value of k is 5? Cool. We will see the previous question just a second. So for k less than equal to 5, what were you saying the answer would be?
So it'll be 6 only.
Yeah, cool. So the answer will be 6. Anyone has any doubts why the answer will be 6? No? Cool. So the previous question was we did int j equal to 0 for int I equal to 0, I less than, let me see, I less than equal to n, and what was the int n equal to 10, I less than equal to I plus plus j plus plus, and I mean we are printing, so just do something and print the value of j. I'm just writing print, but it's essentially printf percentage j. So what will be the value of j? Muskan said 10. Any other answers? Or if 10 also, just like reply if you think it will be 10. Yeah, so the correct answer is actually 11 only, because it's less than equal to. Everyone fine why the answer will be 11? Cool. Now let's create another variable int k equal to, this is not in, this is, let me know if my handwriting is like, the font is very small. K equal to 5 comma k plus plus, and instead of j we print k now. Okay, ignore the k. So why do you think the value of j will be 10? Just tell, I mean, whatever you are thinking, so I can like pick
So
the thought from there.
because j is 0 initially,
Yeah,
so and I is also 0
yeah,
initially. So as I will become 10, so j will also become 10.
yes, correct. But
Oh,
when will
sorry.
this loop will
Yes,
stop?
sir. Yes, sir. Sorry.
No, no issue. I mean, you got it right. No,
Yes, sir.
cool. Okay, so now everyone like come back to j. Okay, what will this statement print? One answer we have 16. Okay, 16, 16. Anyone having answer other than 16? No? Cool, that's actually the right answer. 16 is the right answer. Now let's create it a little more complex. So for int I equal to 0,
Sir, I mean, I'm not really understanding that when we do I plus plus, comma J plus plus, K plus plus, like what is, how does it go about it?
So all these will run individually. So we will also do I plus plus, we'll also do J plus plus, and we'll also do K plus plus. You can attach any number of things with comma.
Okay, so it's like it'll go from K equals to 5 to K less than equal to N,
No, no, no.
which
The
is
condition
10.
is still on I only. We don't have any condition on K. K can become whatever it wants to.
So this loop was for I na. So like I know that if hadn't been J and K in the loop, then it
Yeah.
first will be I equals to 0. Then it'll check if the I less than equal to N condition is true. Then it'll
Hmm.
increment I and it'll go on looping till it becomes false and it comes out.
Yeah.
Can you explain how it goes about for J and K?
Okay. So the thing is, as I was saying, so we have for initialization, condition, and update. Now, it is not restricted for loop to like do things only on one variable. So there is no such thing that there is a for loop for I. It's just that most of the time we only use one variable, but it does not mean that you can only use one variable. So you can have as many variables as you want in for loop, in while loop, and anything. So like in the if conditions, we have like a less than 10 or b less than 10, something like that. So we were checking two variables. Now here, uh, initialization will run first. So we do int I equal to 0 first. I is declared. Now uh, for when we will go inside the for loop only by checking this condition. So if I less than equal to n, we will go inside this loop. Okay, so initially I equal to 0, it's less than or equal to n. We go inside the loop, we do something, and after doing, we run the this update thing. Now the update thing is this whole. So J and K are not in the initialization part. They are not in the condition part. They are just like, you can say, side effect. And if you want, you can like remove I from here also. So this loop will never stop actually. Like it will keep on running. So just, I mean, loop is one thing and variable is one another thing, and it's not required for a for loop to loop only over one variable.
So, but I will when I will be greater than N, it'll
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah, true.
Then how will it go on forever?
I mean, I removed I plus plus, right? So the value of I will not change.
Okay.
Uh, I mean, in this case only, but if I write I plus plus back, it will now stop
So
because
if you
we are.
remove I plus plus, what will be the output?
Uh, so what do you want to do
Zero
here?
zero 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 zero.
Yeah, if you are like printing I, printf percent I, it will like print 0 for infinite times
Okay.
because it initializes 0. It is checking I less than equal to n, but I mean it's not changing anything of I.
Yes.
So now let's take I plus plus back. So now the thing with k is the condition is only on the I. The loop will run till I less than equal to n. It will not check k. It will just keep on updating k every time it will run. Is that fine?
So just the last part that it will not check I, it'll keep updating K.
Sorry, it will check only I. It will not check k. So there is no condition on k, right?
Yeah.
So the loop will stop when I reaches 11. That's fine, right?
Yes.
So when I reaches 11, the loop will stop. This you understand, right?
Yeah.
So let's see. When I equal to 0, we have k equal to 5, because I mean initially k equal to 5 and initially I is 0. So for when I is 0, k is 5. And the only statement which is
Yes, sir.
updating.
Understood. Understood now.
Okay, so the answer will be 16.
16.
Now let's go a little more complex. uh, I less than 5, I plus plus print I. This is simple, but still, what will be the output of this? This print is essentially printf percentage %di. I'm not writing full. Cool. What will be the output now? Zero to 4. Okay, we have one answer. 0 to 4. Again 0 to 4. Anyone with any other answer? No? Cool. What if I change this plus plus to minus minus? Yes, exactly. So the loop will be infinite because initially I is 0, we print 0, we change 0 to minus 1, we change minus 1 to 0 again, and we check this condition, so like it will remain 0. Yes, so the answer is infinite loop only. So you guys know about it will never, essentially it will never change, uh, but I mean whenever you are at this point, the value of I will be 0. I can say this thing, but it will change in between. So it will go from 0 to minus 1 to 0 again, and this will like continue forever. That's fine, right? And have you studied about continue and break statements? Okay, break only. Okay, so there is a very minor difference between both of them. So if you have studied break, okay, continue you did today. Okay, cool. Just for the sake of it, let me tell you, if you are using break, you just exit from loop, and it does not matter which loop is it. It can be for loop and it can be while loop. If you have studied do while loop, it can be that also. It does not matter. Then we have continue. So it continue will skip that iteration of the loop only. So let's say we have while I less than 5 int I equal to 0, Here, let's say if I equal to 1, break and print I. And print I here. Output of this, 0, 1, okay, 0, 1. Anyone answer other than 0, 1? No? 0, 1, 1, okay. So we have 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. Any other answer? Okay. Muskan, would it be possible for you to turn on the mic and just like explain in rough idea how you got 0, 1, 1?
Yeah. I thought that first when we go in the loop, I is 0, and
I
then
is 0.
so it'll print 0 for the first statement.
Yeah.
Then we increment I, so I becomes 1,
I
and then
becomes
we
1.
print I,
Print 1.
and then the loop is restarted. Again, we print 1,
Yeah.
and then if I is equal to 1, we break out of the loop, and then rest are not executed, right?
Yeah. So 0, 1, 1 is the correct answer. Anyone who still has a doubt how we got this 0, 1, 1, I can explain in a little bit more detail if you want.
So the while loop part is still I plus plus, right?
What do you mean by while loop part?
So I mean, because there was a break statement, so I
Yeah.
thought that we'll completely get out of it.
Yeah. You will completely get out of it, but
But print I you have written inside the curly brackets, right? The second print I.
yeah.
So I thought that when there's a break statement, we'll get out of the curly brackets.
We are getting out of the curly brackets only. So initially I is 0. This print statement is executed, right?
Yes.
This if is false, so we don't break.
Yes.
This print statement will be executed. So we get a 0 from here, we get a 1 from here, and we now come to check this condition. This condition will be 1 is less than 5 because I is 1, right?
Yes, sir.
And like because I is 1, we will come here. Uh, till here we have not seen that there is a break statement. Okay, so we will still execute this print statement. So this will give us 1. Now
Yeah.
we see this if condition will see if I is 1, which now will become true. So we break. So anything after this break will not be executed.
Yes, sir. Got it.
So we just jump after the curly braces. Cool. 0, 1, 1, everyone fine with that? Okay. Now let's change this break to continue. Those who don't know about continue can like skip it. Those who want to try it, please tell the output of this program. If anyone is trying, at least message something so that I know I should wait. Just react to this message if you are at least trying now, and I should wait for you. Cool. So Muskan, just like break skips everything after that, continue will also skip everything after that only. Like one thing I want to say, don't associate any variable with loop. So I mean, we have wrote a while loop which loops over I, but it's not essentially binded with I in any way. If you want, you can do j plus plus k plus plus remove I plus plus completely. That will still be a proper loop. Just run infinitely. Okay. We have two answers: infinite loop and second. I also assume want to say infinite loop only. And whoever trying, Muskan was trying. We got Muskan's answer. What I mean to see, okay. Pranjali, let me know when you are done with that.
So even I got my answer. I put it in chat.
Oh, okay. Just so. Okay, cool. So the answer is correct. 0 and infinite times 1. Anyone having doubt with that, please speak up, reply in chat, write on doc, anything. So the final answer is 0, 1, 1, 1, dot, 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 dot. No doubts? Cool. Then let's jump on to another thing. Uh, so till now we were discussing only one single for loop. Now let's come to two for loops, one nested inside the another. So for int I equal to 0, I less than 2, I plus plus. For int j equal to 0, j less than 2, j plus plus. If j equal to 1, break, otherwise print the value of j. This time also, if you are trying, just react to my message and I will wait for you. Just tell the output of this. And if you like feel confused without curly braces, you can put curly braces if you want. It's not big a deal. Oh, sorry. Okay, so we have one answer, 0. 4 more people are shaking time. 3 times 0. Again 3 times. Okay, 0 is not anymore. 2 times 0. So 3 times 0 and 2 times 0, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So everyone has tried. Cool. Let me see the output myself, just a second. Uh, okay. 2 times 0, cool. Anyone else wanna change their answer? Anyway, not big a deal. So okay, cool. I think everyone has tried. Let me see. So Pranjali, would you like to like turn on your mic and explain how you got 3 times 0?
So first, like I will become 0. Then we'll go inside the inside the second loop. There,
Okay,
J is 0. So we
J is
print
0.
J. Because we
Uh,
won't go to the if condition
yep.
because J is not equal to 1. So we'll print
Okay,
J. Then J will get incremented to 1. We'll again
okay,
go inside the loop, and then J is 1. So we'll break out
okay,
of it. Then
okay,
the I loop will start looping. Then I will become 1, and J is still 0. So it will print 0, and then I will become um, okay, it won't become 2.
okay.
Yeah, so 0 0 it will come. Sorry.
No issue. Nikita, you got how the answer will be 0 0, or should I explain? Anyone had any doubt how the answer will be double 0?
Wait,
Cool.
sorry. I thought that said print I. Is that print J?
Yeah. Sorry about my writing. It's
No,
okay. You,
I just had one doubt then. If it's print J,
yeah,
won't the first like inner loop finish executing first? Then first J will be 0. Then we
yeah,
go back into the loop and J will become 1.
yeah,
So won't it print 0 1 then?
yeah. So when j is 0, we will print 0. That's right. But when j becomes 1, so here j becomes 1, we check this condition. It becomes true. So we
Yeah, yeah.
execute break. So we come out here.
Okay, I thought that was also I. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, okay. I will write properly from the next time. Sorry.
No, no, I
Uh,
misunderstood. Sorry.
so everyone is clear that break only breaks one for loop. So the break here will come here, not here. Uh, not here. Okay. So when we are writing break, it only breaks out of one for loop. It does not like just go and break all the for loops.
So I just wanted to confirm one thing,
Yeah.
that after we break out of the inner loop, then
Yeah.
also it will keep printing J because it is not associated with the loop, right?
Wait a second. So we break out of this loop.
Yeah.
we come here, but I mean, when are we printing J exactly?
So like the first time we print J is when we are inside the inner loop, and the
Hmm.
second time we print J is when we break out of it, right?
No, I mean, whenever you break out of the loop, you are not executing this statement. So just let me explain this. So when I equal to 0, J equal to 0, we get one print. Then I will remain 0, J will become 1, and it will break, which means 0 prints. Because as soon as we hit this break statement, we just come out here. We don't come to this print statement because it is after break.
So we came out of it.
Yeah,
Then why did it print 0 again?
yeah, exactly. So we come out of this for loop. Okay. Now this for loop we come out. Now if you see, we have another loop here. So this loop. So after this, we go to this update statement I plus plus. If you remember, initially I was 0, we change I to 1, so this will like become I equal to 1. We will check this condition, and since I less than equal is less than 2, so the value of I here is 1. 1 is less than 2, we will again come to the inner loop. It's a little
Okay,
complex, I
okay,
know.
yes, sir, got it.
So I 1 J 1 J 0 1 print, I 1 J 1 break, so 0 prints. So that's how we got the 2 prints. Everyone understood? I mean, it's important that you understand how the output also came. Just don't match your output. Understand how it's coming. Okay.
Sir, if I wanted to break out of the outer for loop also, then what should I use?
Okay. So if you want to break out of the outer for loop, also you can do something like int flag equal to 1. And when you are breaking, just let me clean up this. So before break, put flag equal to 0. Now when you come here, check if flag equal to 0, then break. One more thing which I have seen. So this looks more cumbersome, and people often do use go to, right? So just like I said for void main, never use go to unless the question asks. I mean, it's a really bad practice, honestly. So unless someone explicitly says you to use go to, don't use that. So when we are breaking, we set the variable to 0. Now we come out of the for loop here. We check if the value of flag is 0, which means that we broke. I mean, we executed the break statement. So we break out of this again.
Okay, sir.
So I think that's enough for. So now I request all of you to write a program on the Google document to check if a given number is prime or not. Just this. And honestly, I am like literally free. So if you have anything, we can. I mean, we will end the meet there only. If you're anything, or you were just like it was too much for a single day, just let me know. and write a program. Oh, just let me check if given number is prime.